CTW 2712 Millwood Avenue, Columbia, South Carolina, 29250.
Anyway, yours? Oh, well, never mind.
Am I there yet?
Just keep moving.
Am I still moving?
Barely. Here, let me help, right here. How could there be so many kids in the 4th grade?
How can there be so many kids in the world?
Oh, careful. How could they have so much to say about hiccups? And we still have all the street interviews to do.
You know, we could split that up. You know, if I do all the street stuff, you guys can stay here and get all this counted up.
It's a great idea, but it'll take forever if you have to ask all the questions by yourself.
That's right. Paco could help. He loves junk like this. I just hope he's home. Hold on. Paco!
This seemed like such a simple project when we started. Do a survey of people's experiences with hiccups. Compare a 4th grade class with a group of people on the street. Ask everybody 4 questions. 3 short answer, 1 open-ended. Couldn't have been simpler. Right? Right. Boy, are we in trouble.
He said he would do it, but he needs to brush his teeth first.
I like his polling technique already.
Yeah, where are the clipboards?
Here. And don't forget, you have to ask everybody if they're in the 4th grade, no matter how old they are. We have to be sure that there's no 4th graders in street group.
Right. The Great Hiccup Poll, Part 2, coming up.
Are you in the 4th grade?
Nope.
Have you ever had the hiccups?
Sure.
Are you in the 4th grade?
No, but I wish I were.
How do you get rid of your hiccups?
I just sit still.
Sit still and they'll go away?
Hold your breath.
Have you ever had the hiccups?
A few times, yes.
Have you ever had hiccups?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
How often?
Maybe once a month.
Once a day.
3 times a day.
A day?
Yeah.
How often do you get the hiccups?
Oh, it depends on what's going on in my life.
What do you do to get rid of your hiccups?
I tilt my head all the way back, as far as it will go, and then I swallow.
Usually I just hiccup. Sometimes I enjoy it.
I use sugar. Drink water upside down.
Have you ever had hiccups? Yeah? How often do you get hiccups?
Once a month.
Okay. What do you do to get rid of your hiccups?
I stand on one foot and take 11 sips of water.
That works every time?
Every time, I swear.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. How many people can there be? 4, 3, 2. We know by counting you. Census count every 10 years. Census count every 10 years. Census count every 10 years. Every 10 years we go to your house, or we send it in the mail. You fill out the forms and return them without fail. When the forms come in, our work will begin. Once we store the information, we can measure population. 8, 9, 10. We'll be back again. Census count every 10 years. Census count every 10 years. Census count every 10 years. Ha, 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 ha.
Counting people is one thing. Counting birds is something else. Here I am at 4 in the morning on the New River in Virginia, looking for vultures to count. That's Dr. James Fraser. He's head of the vulture research program at Virginia Tech. There's so many of them. How many do you think are up there?
We've got a few hundred of them right here, right now.
Wow, look at that one.
There's another black vulture.
They look like they're waiting for something.
This is fairly typical behavior. Normally, they spend the night in these trees over here in this roost, and then in the morning, as soon as the light first breaks, they begin to glide across the river and go into that staging area on the other side of the river. And they stay there for a few hours, apparently waiting for the wind to start up. There goes another black vulture.
Black one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got that one?
Yeah.
Okay, there goes the turkey vulture.
Yeah. Okay. But what's the use of counting all of these turkeys and black vultures?
Okay, basically, what we would like to do is to determine the number of birds that are using this roost at various times in the year.
But what does that tell us?
That tells us something about the quality of the environment that not only the vultures live in, but that people live in. In essence, what we're doing here is a vulture census.
Oh, like they do with people, counting people?
It's the same sort of an idea. There's 3 of them moving across together.
What type are they?
Those are the black vultures. You can't really tell the species by the plumage right now, but you can tell them by the way they fly. See that rapid wing beat followed by a glide? Okay, that's a black vulture. The big one up there is a turkey vulture. And the turkey vultures, when they move out, will pretty much glide across, and when they do beat their wings, it won't be nearly as rapid.
So these are the only 2 types of vultures that are in North America?
No, in fact, there's a third type, the California condor, is closely related to these.
The California condor is a vulture?
Yes, it is. And, of course, one of the largest land birds alive, and the most endangered species in the world, as a matter of fact. There's only 17 left in the wild. Okay, Miguel, you can see that they're staying here now. After the first light, you saw them move across into this staging area over here. Basically, they're going to stay over there now until the sun begins to heat up the ground and cause rising columns of air. They'll get on those columns of air, circle up to a high point in the sky, and then they can glide off of that, and they can move out to their foraging areas.
So dark in here. How many layers down do we have to go? Dr. Fraser counts vulture eggs, too. But the nests are way inside caves. Down here? Or down there?
Yeah, take the right passageway there.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Okay, 2 of them, that's good. That's as many as you'll see with vultures.
Where are the vultures?
Well, that bird that we saw flying when we came in is the bird that was incubating these eggs. Now, this is a fairly typical situation. These birds like to get way back in the dark recesses, avoid predators.
Well, I think we better get out of here and let her come back in.
Yeah, we'll let her get back on those eggs. Why don't we go back to the lab and have a look at some birds close up?
Oh, all right.
Okay, Miguel, I'd like to get a few measurements on this bird. And
This bird looks like it was hard to catch. Where'd you get it?
This bird was definitely hard to catch, and it's hard to control. We caught it down by the caves where you looked at those eggs. So what I'd like to do is take a few measurements on this bird before we release it. If you would grab that tape measure. First thing I'd like to do is measure the total length of the bird.
How do I do that?
Okay, you measure that from the tip of the beak all the way to the end of the tail.
65 centimeters. Don't let this bird getting away. Is there anything else we can measure?
Yes, we can get the total length of the wing.
There's a whole wing out there.
Okay.
Boy, this
Right to the end of that longest feather.
pretty big wings here.
Yeah, the total length of both wings spread out is about 4.5 feet in black vultures. The turkey vultures are bigger. They've a 6-foot wingspan.
6 foot? Okay, this is 67.
Okay.
Whoa, hold that bird down. This is a black vulture?
This is a black vulture. It's an adult that would have a red head if it was a turkey vulture. Okay.
The turkey vulture's bigger, right?
The turkey vulture is a bigger bird, and baby vulture. This is what I'm afraid of. Just stay put. Okay, sweetheart, yes, I know. You didn't really want to be here in the first place, did you? This is called netting the bird. Okay, sweetheart. Okay, sweetie, okay, settle down. You better take them out of the net. Wild birds don't like to be handled. Later on, you get an opportunity to look at some tamer birds, but...
I hope so.
Somehow.
Hopefully. Okay, little guy. Little.
Hey, you got a good grip on him?
Yeah. Rosemary Norris is another expert on vultures.
Ow.
Be sweet.
You know, this is a really good-looking bird. You know, they've got such a bad reputation for it because they eat dead things all the time.
Well, they serve a valuable function on our environment, though. You know, they clean up dead animals that would otherwise be laying around and decaying for a long time. That's a turkey vulture. You can see that he has the red head, his bill is white, and he has holes through his nostrils so you can see right through. Turkey vulture has a great sense of smell, or so they think. Most birds can't smell anyway.
So what is it that you do here?
I'm basically the curator of the vultures. I feed them and take care of them. I just
Why?
because I love them. I think that they're interesting birds and we can learn a lot more about them. And I like being around them.
What's his name?
This is Buzzy.
Buzzy?
Yeah.
Buzz the Buzzard. It certainly fits.
Yeah.
Hi. How you doing?
Are you in the 4th grade?
No, I'm not.
Have you ever had the hiccups?
Yes, I have.
How often do you get the hiccups?
Once in a while.
Are you in the 4th grade?
Not anymore.
Okay, have you ever had hiccups?
Hiccups?
Yes. Sure. How often do you get your hiccups?
Very seldom.
Whenever I drink very hot beverages like coffee and tea.
Whenever I eat broccoli, when I'm running, when I play basketball, when I drink something real fast, that's when I get the hiccups.
What do you do to get rid of your hiccups?
I wait a long while till they go away by themselves.
I belch in.
Have you ever had the hiccups?
Yeah,
How often do you get the hiccups?
not very often.
What do you do to get rid of the hiccups?
I concentrate. What do you do?
1,000. Million. Billion. Trillion. Quadrillion. Quintillion. Sextillion. Septillion. Octillion. Nonillion. Decillion. Google.
What you're looking at, Miguel, is an echocardiogram of your heart. And that's a picture we make of the heart by using sound waves. And that's one of the tests that we do on the astronauts right after they come back from space flight. We like to measure the changes that occur in weightlessness, and this is one of the ways we measure what changes have happened to their heart.
You work with the astronauts?
That's right.
Ellen Schulman is a flight surgeon at NASA. Part of her job is taking measurements, like this echocardiogram.
So how does this work? By sound waves?
Yes, that's right. The sound waves are sent out of the end of this transducer into your chest where they bounce off different body structures, are received back in here and interpreted by the computer in this machine as a picture.
Oh, so this is just like radar.
Very similar.
The reason we do the echocardiogram is to measure what differences may happen between being on Earth and being in space. And we do the echocardiogram before flight and after flight. Gravity puts a certain stress on your body, and the heart can get lazy in weightlessness because it doesn't have that stress. But we can stress you down here in addition to gravity. Why don't we get you up here on the treadmill and have you run, and we'll see what happens to your heart. Okay, why don't we start the treadmill up? And get ready. You're going to be running at a brisk pace. Okay, go ahead and get on.
How long does he have to do that?
Well, it depends what kind of physical condition he's in. If he's in good physical condition, he can probably do that for quite a while without stressing his heart very much. You're not too tired yet, are you?
Let's try.
Okay, let's see what your heart looks like now. You can see now that your heart's not only beating more quickly than it was before, but it's also squeezing a little bit harder, so you're pushing more blood out with each heartbeat. And that's because you put that stress on your body of running. Up in space, without the stress of gravity, the heart can get a little bit lazy, and we can measure some of these changes with this machine, just like we can measure the changes before you ran and after you ran.
Ellen, explain to me why you're putting these on my face.
Ellen did another kind of measurement on Robin, an indirect measurement.
Well, these electrodes, these wires on your face here, will pick up the movements of the muscles in your eye. And that's a way we have to indirectly measure how your inner ear works. The inner ear is the part of the body that's responsible for your sense of balance. But since it's in your head, we can't get to it. So the best way we have to measure it is to measure your eye movements. The eye and the inner ear are connected. So that's what I'm doing.
Well, what does the inner ear have to do with going up in space?
Well, a lot of things change when you go in space, and we believe that one of the things that changes is your vestibular system, or your inner ear. Every time you move your muscles of your eye back and forth, they give out a little electrical signal, and these wires carry that signal all the way back to our screen over there, and it comes out as a little squiggle on the screen. Okay, why don't we get started on this test? The first thing we're going to do is have you keep your head still. Now open your mouth and close your mouth. And hold on to that with your teeth. That'll keep your head still. Okay, and I'm going to put this blindfold on. We don't want you looking around the room. We just want to record what your eye movements are. Are you all ready? Okay, and why don't we start the test? Okay, remember to keep your eyes open. Look straight ahead if you can. This looks like a normal tracing. It looks good, Robin.
Thank you. Ellen, what is this test for?
Well, one of the other things that we've discovered about spaceflight is that some people get sick in space.
Ellen showed us another kind of measurement by putting me in the revolving chair.
Times per minute. And we want you to tell us when you start feeling any symptoms of being sick. And by that I mean if you feel like you're getting sweaty and also feeling like you have an upset stomach. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay, Kathy, I think we're ready.
This feels like a ride at a...
Do people normally get sick in space? I mean, do they experience motion sickness?
Oh, probably about a third of the astronauts who fly in space have some symptoms of motion sickness, but some of them are very mild, like the symptoms I told them to watch for, like just feeling sweaty or maybe having a little bit of an upset stomach. Are you having any of those symptoms that we talked about?
No, not at all.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's just this is making me so feel, weird.
So do you want to go up in space and experience what it's really like to be weightless?
Oh, yes.
Are you going to try out, or have you already tried out?
Well, I tried out this time. NASA's having a selection right now, and by May or June, I ought to know if I made it in this group.
Oh, that's great. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Remember me?
You feel sick?
No, I don't feel sick. I just, getting kind of boring.
Well, okay. I think we'll be ready to stop you. We'll straighten you up and slow you down.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm ready to be an astronaut now.
Well, it's a little more complicated than that. Actually, what we found out is that people who get sick in the chair are not necessarily the people who get sick in space, and people who get sick in space sometimes do fine on the chair.
You mean just because I don't get sick here might mean that I might get sick in space?
That's correct. And besides that, there's a lot more to being an astronaut than just not getting sick in our rotating chair.
Ellen should know. Right after we worked with her, she got the news. She's gonna be an astronaut.
Whenever there's trouble, we're there on the double. We're the Bloodhound Gang. If you've got the crime, we've got the time. We're the Bloodhound Gang.
An ex-tennis pro named Flash Jordan hires the gang to track down a white limousine with a bald-headed driver, but he gives them a phony address.
Mr. Flash Jordan is playing us for chumps.
In fact, his whole story is as fishy as the limo license plate that reads H. Whale.
Nothing? Well, thanks anyway. I'm really striking out. There's no H. Whale in the phone book, and the people at Motor Vehicles have no record.
Must be an out-of-state license.
Do Mr. Bloodhound's files show an ex-con named Flash Jordan or whatever his name is? Did you check aliases?
And came up zilch.
Can you get a readout on escaped convicts?
I'll check. If Mr. Bloodhound entered it, I can get it out.
How would you like a description of the guy in the white limo?
I'd be delirious.
He has a neck like a bull, wears a size 20 collar, and his sleeves are 35 inches long.
But does he have a shaved head?
Yeah, he weighs about 235 pounds. Plenty of muscle.
How'd you get his measurements?
He has his shirts custom made. He went to pick them up when we saw him drive away.
Size 20 collar, 235 pounds? Mr. Whale is really a big fish.
Whales are not fish. They're mammals.
He sounds like a wrestler. Maybe we should check the gyms.
I already have a line on him. His name is not H. Whale. That must mean something else.
Well, then who are we looking for?
Last name Richard, first name Mo, middle initial B. That was the moniker he left at the shirt shop. And he lives at the Essex Hotel.
Nice going, Ricardo.
Here's your list on escaped convicts. Take your pick.
Well, maybe we can narrow it down. Jordan had a real jailhouse complexion, remember?
How about George A. Habler? Broke out of jail 3 days ago.
Alias New Orleans Kid. Can you bring up his record?
$34 old, stands 5 feet 10 inches high, weighs about 150 pounds, hair blonde, eyes blue, and he's a nail biter.
Sounds like our client, Mr. Flash Jordan.
He was sent up for 12 years on grand theft for the gold bug caper. Hijacked a security truck and made away with $200,000 in gold bars. Never recovered.
Bloodhound Detective Agency, whenever there's trouble, we're there on the double. Mr. Bloodhound isn't here. Oh, yes, Mr. Jordan. No, we haven't spotted the white car yet. Where did you say you were staying? Well, can you give us a number where we can reach you? You'll call us. But, sir, it would be better if... Pretty cagey. Our client is pulling a hide-and-seek act.
I heard. He'll call us?
I'll let the police know that we think Flash Jordan, alias the New Orleans Kid, is in town.
Well, we'd better get to size 20 collar before he does. No telling what Flash has in mind. I'll meet you at the Essex Hotel.
Right.
What did he say size 20's collar's name was?
Moby Richard.
I think I saw Mo while screening aliases.
Work on it. Hello, police?
That big fish got away. Checked out 3 days ago.
3 days ago. That's when Flash busted out of prison.
No forwarding address. The desk clerk spotted him coming out of the Melville Arms.
That's just a few blocks across town. Let's go.
Save your legs. I just called the Melville.
Checked out.
Yesterday. After half a day.
No forwarding address, huh?
No, that big guy's running scared.
Say he read that Flash busted out of jail.
And knows Flash is out to get him?
Right.
He could be holed up anywhere. that blue book.
What blue book?
The desk clerk says the whale carries a book under his arm like a pet poodle.
What would you guys do without me?
Spill it.
Moby Richards is an ex-wrestler. Used to bill himself as the human whale.
His license, H. Whale.
He's also an ex-con. Hijacked a security truck.
The Goldbug caper with Flash Jordan?
None other. They were both pinned up for 12 years, but the human whale got out 5 weeks ago on good behavior.
And Flash busted out in a hurry.
The loot was never recovered, was it? All that gold. But I bet you the human whale has got his hands on it, and that's why Flash is after him.
Right.
We've got to get to him first.
Well, he certainly seems to like this neighborhood, doesn't he? Let's get a map of the city and start telephoning hotels.
A cord of wood.
Got a cord.
What have you got?
Cord of wood.
When you've got
Cord of wood.
a cord of wood.
You got 90,000 sheets of paper, 3,000 grocery bags. You got 6 baby grand pianos, 30 rocking chairs, 1,000 books, 100,000 dominoes. Cord of wood. You got your cord of wood. You got 500 rolls of toilet paper, 200 baseball bats. You got 7.5 million toothpicks, 16 dining room tables, sitting 6 people, 100,000 chopsticks. Cord of wood. You got your cord of wood. Stack it up. It's 4 feet high, 4 feet deep, and 8 feet wide. Baby, I tell no lie. There's more to a cord of wood than meets the eye. You got 190,000 pencils, 64,000 birthday cards. You got almost 400 fence posts, 61,300 notified envelopes. Cord of wood. You got your cord of wood. You got 21,000 milk cartons, 4 million postage stamps, 2,048 hammers, 6,000 paintbrushes, 200,000 six-popsicle sticks. That's what you got when you got a cord of wood. Got a cord of wood.
Any more, you guys? Here, just one of Paco's left. Okay.
You've got all of mine.
Okay.
Looks as though the street people get hiccups as often as the 4th graders.
Yeah, we got a few more rarelies in the street, but otherwise the percentages are the same. How are we going to add up the how you get rid of them answers? We're not. Right now, we're just going to list them. See? Oh, the street group has more different answers.
That's probably because they're older.
Well, we'd have to do a whole other survey to find out that for sure.
Do you have the hiccups?
No. How often do you get the hiccups? Never mind.
Why don't you try holding your breath?
Here, stand on your head. No, really, guys, I'm fine.
Here, drink some water backwards.
Look, breathe into this bag.
Hold your arms up and sing.
Whoa. 321 Contact is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. For a 321 Contact Teacher's Guide, write CTW 2712 Millwood Avenue, Columbia, South Carolina, 29250.